So it's like, gotta catch them all.
Sure.
Hi everyone, we're Poolside Reactions, and we're going to be reacting to the second episode of Jujutsu Kaisen. If I remember correctly, the eighth finger, he is surprisingly OP even before he ate the finger. And now he ate the finger, so now he's like just probably OP.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens in this next episode and what issues might happen due to him eating the finger. Yeah.
All right, let's get into it.
Under Jujutsu regulation, Itadori, by law, I will now exercise you as a curse.
No, really, I'm feeling fine. Besides, you and I are both pretty.
He lost his shirt.
Shouldn't we see a doctor?
I can't tell if this is Itadori speaking or the cursed object. Damn it. What do I do now?
What's the situation?
Huh? Satoru Gojo? What are you doing here?
Hey, I wasn't planning on showing up.
But you got kind of roughed up, kid.
I'll show the second years. Say cheese! I got an earful from the higher-ups because the special grade cursed object's still missing. Thought I'd do a little sightseeing and stop by. So, did you find it yet?
Sorry, but I ate that thing.
Really?
I did.
Really?
Damn, it really did combine with you. That's hilarious. Anything weird about your body?
Nah, seems okay.
Can you swap with Sukuna at will?
Sukuna?
Yeah, the curse you ate?
Oh.
He's jacked.
Yeah, I think I can do that.
Okay, give us 10 seconds. And change right back into yourself.
Yeah, but...
Yeah, don't worry. I'm way too strong for him. Megumi, hold on to this for me.
So what is this?
Kiku Fuku from Kikusuya. It's Sendai specialty and it's super good. I recommend
Those are so good.
And cream flavor.
This guy actually bought souvenirs while people were out here dying?
It's a souvenir. I'll be eating this on the bullet train ride home.
Look out! Kiku Fuku's just the best.
Oh, there's the music.
I think it's the whipped cream inside that really makes the difference. Since my students watching, I think I'll show off a little. Yeah.
Is he unbelievably fast? Oh, that's nice. For crying out loud. You Jujutsu sorcerers are always such a pain in the ass in any era!
Yeah, it's different for me too because the first time I watched this, it was in Japanese.
That can make sense too.
7, 8, 9, and that should do it.
Damn it! Again! Why can't I seem to take over this body?
Wait, what just happened?
He only could be in that body for 10 seconds like that.
Oh. Okay, so that's a good way to like limit
How about that?
your
So
power.
You really can control that guy.
He's kind of annoying, though, to tell the truth. And I keep hearing his voice.
It's a miracle that's all he's doing to you.
Oh, if only it were that easy.
What'd you do?
Just go to sleep whenever I need to.
If he isn't possessed by Sukuna when he wakes up, then he might have potential as a vessel. Now I have a question for you. What do you think we should do with him?
Well, even if he is a vessel, Jujutsu regulations demand Itadori be executed. However, I don't want him to die.
Personal?
I suppose. So can you save him?
A request from a precious student? Leave it to me. But the end result is still your execution.
Oh, okay, okay.
Let us back to this part.
Doesn't match with the current events.
Hey, sorry, I did my best. still have to die, but I got your sentence suspended.
What's suspended mean? You'll wait until later to kill me?
Yep, I'll just explain from the top. This is the same kind of thing as the cursed objects you ate. There are 20 of these in total. We possess 6 of them.
20? Oh, each finger and toe?
No,
Oh.
Sukuna has 4
They
arms.
answered your question.
Sukuna has 4. What? Oh.
As you can see, we can't destroy them. The curse is that powerful. And the curse grows stronger every day. So our modern-day Jujutsu seals should start keeping up. That's where you come in. When you die, the curse inside you will die as well. You see, our elders are cowards. They're demanding we kill you right away. But that would be a waste, wouldn't you say?
A waste?
See, there's no assurance another vessel capable of handling Sukuna will ever be born again. So, here's what I propose to them. Since they've already decided to execute you, why not wait until after
10
you've
fingers.
absorbed
Okay.
all of Sukuna to do it? And the higher-ups agreed. So now you have 2 options before you. You can die here and now, or gather all the parts of Sukuna, absorb them, and then die.
So it's like, gotta catch them all.
Sure. In like a weird way.
Itadori. Hi.
Hello, Sasuke. How's Iguchi doing?
Well, the doctors say there's nothing seriously wrong with him, but he still hasn't regained consciousness. And this whole thing's my fault. I asked him to come to the school.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
And that night, I know you won't believe it, but we got attacked by some weird, scary monster.
Yeah, no, I believe it. I was there.
It killed both of us.
I do believe you. Because I know that wasn't a monster exactly. It was a curse. That finger was a special grade cursed object. It has the power to draw other curses to it and make them stronger. So none of what happened here was your fault. It was mine for giving it to you in the first place. So, I'm sorry. But it'll be alright. Someone who can fix Iguchi will be here tomorrow.
Itadori?
Sorry, Sasuke, but I have somewhere I have to be. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Who passed away?
My grandpa. Although he was more like a father to me.
I see. Sorry it had to happen at a time like this. So, have you decided what you want to do?
Are casualties like these from curses pretty common?
Well, this one was a rather exceptional case, but in terms of damage, it happens all the time. It's a good night when someone dies a normal death after encountering a curse.
That makes me feel weird.
Finding a body that's torn to pieces is actually one of the better outcomes. If you plan to hunt down Sukuna, you're going to witness some gruesome stuff. And I can't guarantee you won't end up that way yourself. So, I guess you can choose which hell you want.
Oh, is that his grandpa?
Yeah, that's why they did the cremation.
If all
What?
the parts of
That's insane.
Sukuna were gone, would it really help? Would there be fewer people getting harmed by curses?
Yes, of course.
Is this actually what they do? Because that's insane.
So how do you got that finger? Looking at it again here in broad daylight, it's pretty disgusting.
Okay, that's the second one. 1/10 of the whole. I wonder what's going to happen. It's not just a physical tolerance that he has. He can fight off Sukuna's attempts to take over. We haven't seen someone with talent like this in 1,000 years.
What's wrong?
Huh, nothing at all. I take it this means you've made up your mind?
Okay, so he does have exceptional
Not at all.
abilities for the average human
But I know
that even
I can't
Gojo's
just
like.
do nothing. Grandpa, that last request of yours is going to be a pain in the ass. I'll eat every part of Sukuna. After that, I don't care. As far as how I'm going to die, I've already decided.
My guy! I love finding guys like you.
My guy.
Hello, waits. Make sure you're packed by the end of the day.
Am I going somewhere?
Tokyo.
Fushiguro! Looking good, brother!
You think this is looking good? Anyway, here's the deal. You're going to the school for Jujutsu sorcerers that I attend.
Huh?
Tokyo Jujutsu High School. By the way, you'll be one of only 3 first years there.
Only 3?
So they're allowed to just unenroll him from school?
That's what I was actually just thinking about.
So-
I was like,
Bye, Grandpa.
Like, I don't know if that's okay to do, but I mean,
This is really deep in the mountains.
maybe if he's allowed to, I guess.
Still even in Tokyo?
This is what's known as
yeah, over here you can barely like go to school out of district.
Yeah. It's like a jumping through a whole bunch of hoops. Maybe because for there they don't really have like schools like in a district. Like you can just kind of. I could be incorrect though, but I feel like in Japan it's not as strict on like where you go to
This
school
also
at based on where you live
this
at.
also might be anime rules.
Yeah, it could be anime rules. Yeah.
So you're not the boss. Any hierarchy other than strength is worthless.
Ew.
I'm sorry about that. Sometimes he just does that.
What an amusing body you have now.
I do owe you a big favor, though.
That kind of reminds me of Parasite. I never saw the anime Parasite, but him talking through his hand like that.
Honor to be targeted by Sukuna himself.
I've heard a lot of people talk about Parasite. I'm thinking whether or not I should watch it or if we should react to it. How many episodes is it?
Maybe like 12.
Yeah.
12, 24. I don't know. I could be wrong. I had to look that up. So please don't correct me, or go ahead and correct me in the comments, or just don't blame me.
Crowned with the title of Sukuna, we couldn't even destroy his grave wax as he traversed the ages after death as a cursed object. Without a doubt, he is the king of curses.
Who's stronger, him or you?
Well, if Sukuna regained all his power, he might cause me a little trouble.
But would you lose?
I would win.
Cocky. Like it.
You're late, son. 8 minutes late. As usual, not quite enough to chastise you for. I told you, fix that habit.
That old dude's making cute things?
If it's not enough to chastise me for, then don't chastise. Besides, you're just sitting around making dolls anyway, so what's 8 minutes? Principal Masamichi Yara.
This is the boy.
Yuji Itadori! I'm into girls like Jennifer Lawrence! This is an honor.
So random.
You know, over the years, dubs of animes have gotten so much more entertaining.
I mean beyond that.
Agreed.
What do you hope to find once you've studied curses and learned the art of exercising them?
Well, I suppose. I'm going to collect all the fingers of Sukuna. Can't just leave them all out there.
Why not?
Huh? I just want to save who I can.
Dying wish. You're saying you'll fight curses just because someone else told you to do that? Insufficient.
That's not a dog.
Oh,
It's alive.
that's creepy.
In a way, they're corpses. Dolls that I've infused with my curse.
It was my grandfather's dying request.
You're just someone else.
Not with a.
Is that his butthole?
I guess so.
Alright, it's a doll, so it doesn't get hurt or scared.
A Jujutsu sorcerer constantly faces death, and not just their own death. Sometimes you must ignore the victims and rend the flesh from those who the curse has murdered. And tell me this, are you going to blame your poor grandfather when you get killed by a curse too? However, I can say one thing for certain. At the rate you're going, you might end up cursing your beloved grandfather for his dying wish. Jujutsu sorcerers never die without regret, so I'll ask you just once more. Why had you come here to Jujutsu High?
I don't know how I'll feel when I'm dying, but I won't regret the way I lived.
Satoru, show him to his dorm room. Be sure to explain the security arrangements to him as well.
Huh?
You're admitted. Welcome to Jujutsu High.
Huh.
Sorry, I forgot to release the curse.
One last. That's what's just face.
Whoa! This place is huge!
All the second and third years are out at the moment, but you'll meet them all soon enough. There aren't many of them. You know, there's no real reason for you to go fight at all. Fushiguro and I...
Is that supposed to be Jennifer Lawrence?
You just stay
I
there.
guess so.
Yeah, nice try, guy. I said I'd do it, and I will. Hey, dude. So I gotta say, hanging out until Fushiguro comes back all beat up just to bring me a finger? That'd be funny.
Yeah, you wouldn't have refused to fight. I already knew that.
Huh? That was a test?
If the fingers were that easy to find, don't you think we'd have collected them all already? Some have a presence that's overwhelming. Some keep very quiet, and some have already been absorbed by a cursed spirit. These are the challenges we've dealt with when it comes to searching for them. But at last we have you. The Sukuna within you will try to regain his power, and that will lead us to the fingers. You're both vessel and locator.
But wouldn't
our very own radar. So
wouldn't the
you
other
see,
ones that
we
have
won't
been
get very
consumed
far without
already
you.
will also do the same thing?
Are you sure he's gonna be that
Right.
cooperative?
Possibly,
Oh, I
but
think
that's
we
if they have a
got to
body that's
win-win
able to like
agreement
withstand
there.
him.
Next door.
That's true.
Fushiguro! Wow, you look all better now.
There's lots of other empty rooms, you know?
Sure, but isn't it better to have some company? I thought it'd be
Glasses and missions are enough. This is not welcome.
Whoa, it's so organized in here.
Back off. I just told you, you're not welcome.
Oh god.
friends already. And together we're heading out tomorrow. We're gonna go pick up the third and final first year.
Morioka.
The train bound for Tokyo is now arriving. Please stand behind the yellow line.
The Shinkansen.
4 hours and I'm still only in Morioka. But at least I can finally kiss that damn countryside goodbye. And I'll be in Tokyo by this afternoon. What should I do if I get scouted? Like by Stardust.
So that was the second episode. What did you think?
I liked it. The case of him fighting the cursed doll heavily reminded me of the first task that Ichigo got from Kurikara. What was his name? Kisuke. That he got from Kisuke.
Oh,
When he
Bucket
had to,
Hat.
yeah, when he had to chase after Cone, the lion stuffed doll.
Oh yeah.
And he had to chase after him and try to catch him.
I
And
forgot
that was
about
like
that.
his very first. So that when I first saw that and him having to like fight him, like that, it gave me that vibe. And I was just like, oh, this is just like when Ichigo got to do that.
That's funny. Yeah, I feel like this episode really world builded. They introduced more lore. They introduced the principal. They showed Itadori's resolve, which a lot of times it gets tested.
Hmm.
Other than that, I don't think there was much action in this.
No, I don't think there was much action either. Yeah, I think the only thing I could say just about the character of Itadori was when he went to go visit his friends in the hospital. He was a little bit rude to her, but granted, that's just how it came off to me. So to me, I was kind of like, oh, he's not as nice as before. But I think maybe he might have felt a little bit of guilt because of like what happened to them.
Maybe that's just his character.
Yeah, that also could be just his character, but that's the only thing. But otherwise, like I agree. This episode had a lot more like world building involved. They're introducing you to the school, introducing you to some of the new characters in the school as well. Kind of like what his role is more so going to be also, and it also like kind of confirmed. I don't know about for you, but confirmed definitely for me that he's always been like above average.
Yeah.
In a lot of everything because he
too.
mentioned that he has always been really good at sports and stuff and fighting
And he
compared
didn't
to
even
like
think
friends.
much of it.
Right, and so now that's like an explanation about like
Kind of like how Yusuke,
why. Yeah,
like he just had this innate ability to just like whoop ass.
yeah, and then it's like and it's the same thing for Itadori. So I gotta say I really did enjoy hearing him say that. That kind of confirmed a lot of suspicions that we kind of had. Now I'm excited to see what's gonna happen with him like at the school, introduction of more characters, as well as now them continuing to try to find all the fingers. And I'm for sure they're probably going to come across maybe another vessel. That's kind of like my hypothesis of what's going to happen throughout the course of the series also. Because just because Itadori is the only one that's so far been able to handle eating the finger and being able to control the curse doesn't mean there's not somebody else.
Yeah, there might be somebody else out there, you know?
Yeah, and I feel like that's probably going to come across probably later on in the series.
All right. Well, that's our recap of episode 2. We're going to start episode 3. And this was Poolside Reacts.